Hello everyone, this is Chrism, and I'd like to invite you to another conversation about your Kundalini awakening experience. In this conversation, I'm going to talk with you about Rennes le Chateau and the chapel here that was used by Reverend Saunière, who is a fairly well-known person with regards to the Knights Templar and the Templar treasures that are supposedly still buried in this area, having been taken from the Holy Land and deposited somewhere in France. So I'm entering the chapel. It's the only church I know of that has a demon right at the entrance here. And here's our friend the demon here. In a Kundalini context, this demon would be our ego, our desires for control and power and greed and lust. And this demon is holding up the virtues of making the better choices in life. Okay, and there's a sign here that says, with this sign you will beat him. Him being here. Within a Kundalini context, this is very clear. But also let's look at the color of the demon here. He's red and green, of the earth and of the fourth chakra. This is in the sacred church in Rennes le Chateau. As we continue in the church, we come up to the area where Monsignor Saunière found some hidden scrolls. And once again, we have a trinity here. We have the red, we have the blue, and we have the gold. And we don't know which of these pillars he found the hidden scrolls that allowed him to partake of various treasures of the Templars, but evidently when he was renovating the chapel, one of these pillars contained scrolls of information that allowed him to have access to the treasures. We see trinities all over the place. Not surprising, it's a church. The feeling here is very calm. It's very peaceful. Very beautiful, actually. I'm going to show you some of the ceiling, some of the work here. Looking straight up at the ceiling here, and then coming down the other side. And there you have it. So, coming to you from Rennes le Chateau, the sacred chapel, this is Chrism. Hello everyone, this is Chrism again. We're still at Rennes le Chateau, the top of the mountain, and looking down you can see some of the people, and I'm going to broaden it out and show you this surrounding countryside here. I would like you to see Magdalene de Deus. Hello, Magdalene.
Hello.
So, and as we continue in Rennes le Chateau, I am on top of the Magdala Tower trying to steer the camera out of the wind. This tower was built in the early 1900s, but they did it in a very Gothic style here, and it was built with the rest of the architecture here, including the chapel that we saw earlier. Hello everyone. So the Kundalini connection to Rennes le Chateau really is not the great wealth of the Templars, the Knights Templars, or the discoveries of Mr. Saunière, who was the parish priest here who discovered, the information, as I mentioned earlier. The Kundalini connection really is with the demon holding up the virtues. So, as you saw in the picture, the demon is huge compared. I mean, it's almost life-size, holding up the virtues. And what it says in Latin is you can, by these signs, you can beat him. So basically, by being virtuous and being helpful and being considerate and loving and truthful and honest and tolerant and patient, you can beat the hold that the ego has over you, and you can achieve that great ascendancy that is with the Kundalini. There are many other places here that I'd like to photograph and have a conversation with you about here. But there's a lot of tourists here too, and the children, quite active and quite, they're kids. So it's a beautiful, beautiful place. It's on top of a hill, as you've seen the amazing views. And I just want to welcome you to this other example of virtuous actions equaling Kundalini enlightenment. Thanks for watching. Hello, everyone. So, part of our Cathar series of videos about Kundalini and the Cathars, my French guide here is Magdalene de Deus, and she doesn't really know about any of the the big deal about the Knights Templar or anything like that. But she is well on her way within a Kundalini awakening experience. And I'm just going to ask you a few questions, Magdalene. When you went into the chapel, did your Kundalini register any kind of sensation or phenomena?
Well, I suppose what happened is maybe I was starting to go into bliss because I wanted to cry. So typically that's a sign of going into bliss.
Absolutely. And was there a context to those tears? I mean, were you standing next to the demon and the angels, or were you standing next, forward to the chapel? What was happening?
No, I think that's when I looked at Mary Magdalene.
Ah, Mary Magdalene, who you are very close to. So the sacred feminine really is kind of what affected you in there then.
I don't know.
No, okay, all right. No, that's fine. That's fine. How about any of the other areas around here? Have you felt any kind of energy pulsations or sensations?
Yes, I can feel energy around this part of my body.
Right now?
Yeah.
Is it stationary? Is it moving?
It's more around the heart, I would say.
The anahata. Very good, very good. I want to say thank you to you, Magdalene, for leading us on this great, journey of discovery about the Cathars and Kundalini, and so thank you from all of us who are watching these videos for the help that you've given.
You're welcome.